You're about to buy a WisMesh station, and you're stuck. Standard or high power. 22 decibel milliwatts or a full watt. One costs less, one reaches further. But which one do you actually need? This isn't a good versus better question. These two units are built for different deployments. Pick the wrong one, and you're either overspending on power you don't need, or wondering why your link keeps dropping at 3 kilometers. In this video, I'll give you a clear framework. By the end, you'll know exactly which variant fits your setup, whether you're covering a campus, linking 2 hilltops, or building a rural backbone. And I'll show you a few deployment tips that actually matter for range, plus a quick look at monitoring your node with MQTT and Grafana. Let's start with the standard. For most urban and suburban deployments, this is the one you want. The standard runs at 22 decibel milliwatts. That's the same output power you'll find on most LoRa nodes in the Meshtastic ecosystem. It's not weak. It's appropriate for environments where your nodes are within a few kilometers of each other. Think dense neighborhoods, university campuses, warehouse complexes, or indoor gateway setups where the station sits near a window and covers a local cluster of nodes. In these scenarios, running a full watt would be overkill. You'd be transmitting further than your nodes can reply. And that creates an asymmetric link. They hear the station, but they cannot be heard back. That's not more range. That's a one-way conversation. So if your deployment is compact, the standard gives you a balanced link budget, lower power draw, and full regulatory compliance everywhere. Now, the HP. This is where things get interesting if your deployment looks a lot more spread out. The HP runs at 30 decibel milliwatts. That's 1 full watt. 6 times the output power of the standard. And that matters when you're trying to punch a signal across a valley, between 2 ridgelines, or along a rural corridor where your nearest node is 5, 8, even 12 kilometers away. This is your hilltop relay node, your rural backbone link. The station you mount on a tower or a rooftop to bridge 2 segments of your network that nothing else can reach. And because it's built on the same Raspberry Pi platform with Meshtastic pre-installed, you get the same local MQTT processing, the same Grafana dashboards, the same WisBlock sensor expansion. One important note: 1 watt operation may require a license or may not be permitted in your region. Before you deploy the HP, check your local regulations. We'll link resources in the description. Now, whichever variant you choose, standard or HP, there are a few deployment fundamentals that matter more than raw output power. First, antenna height. This is the single biggest factor in range. A station mounted at 3 meters will dramatically outperform the same station at 1 meter, regardless of which variant you're running. Elevation beats wattage. Second, placement. Keep the antenna clear of obstructions. Metal roofs, dense foliage, interior walls, all of these attenuate your signal. If you can get line of sight or close to it, you'll see a meaningful difference in reliability. Third, set realistic expectations. With the standard in an urban environment, expect reliable links in the 1 to 3 kilometer range. With the HP on an elevated site with decent line of sight, you can push well beyond that. The product's own field tests showed stable 12-kilometer links. And here's something that makes this station genuinely useful for ongoing operations: monitoring. The WisMesh station comes with Mosquito, Node-RED, and Grafana pre-installed. That means you can see node status, message throughput, and signal quality on a local dashboard, without any cloud dependency. For teams managing multiple nodes across a site, this turns a mesh network from a deploy and hope setup into something you can actually observe and troubleshoot. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. We cover Meshtastic deployments, LoRa hardware, and real-world network builds. So here's the decision framework, simplified. If your nodes are within a few kilometers, you're in an urban or suburban environment, or you're setting up an indoor gateway, go standard. You'll get a balanced link, lower power draw, and 0 regulatory concerns. If you need to bridge long distances, you're deploying on a hilltop or tower, or you're building a rural backbone, and you've confirmed 1 watt operation is legal in your area, go HP. Same platform, same software, same enclosure. The only question is, how far does your signal need to go? Now here's a quick recap. 1. The standard at 22 decibel milliwatts is built for dense, compact deployments where link balance matters. 2. The HP at 30 decibel milliwatts, or 1 watt, gives you the power for long-range backbone links and remote relays. 3. Antenna height and placement matter more than output power alone. And 4. Both variants come with local MQTT and Grafana monitoring out of the box, so you can actually see what your network is doing. Links to both the standard and HP are in the description. Pick the one that fits your deployment, and you're up and running. If you've already deployed a WisMesh station, drop a comment. I'd love to hear what range you're getting and how you've set it up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.